So yesterday morning, something very scary happened to our family. I got a phone call with my daughter crying, saying that her son of 3 years old was unconscious. I ran over. I'm only a couple blocks away. I ran over. He was laying in her arms, barely moving. I called 911, which she had already done about 10 minutes previous. And the 911 lady was very kind and considerate and said that she had tracked the ambulance and they were about 2 blocks away. I ran out to the main street and guided them in. It was the most scary thing I think I've had to deal with in a very long time, walking into that house and seeing a limp 3-year-old grandson. My heart just broke. As the ambulance rushed in to make sure he was okay, his mother crying, and the dad comes whipping around the corner and runs inside. It was so hard. So I got the other kids out of the house and we sat on the road or on the sidewalk and we prayed. We prayed to God that everything would be okay. I wish I was a little bit more religious. I wish I had attend church more often, but at that time it felt like it was very important to do. All the kids did it with me, and next thing you know, another ambulance shows up and it's the trauma unit. So what had happened is all 4 kids were on the trampoline and my little grandson of 3 years old got double bounced. His heart and his lungs couldn't keep up with one another and he went out cold. Ambulance brought him to the hospital. His at that time they thought it was a neck and spine injury. It turned out to be that he got so scared that his lungs shut off and he just couldn't breathe and he went out. A couple hours later he came home, and the trauma from that accident or that incident affected my daughter all day. She wouldn't keep him out of her sight. She hugged and kissed him, and it was so hard. We thought we had lost him. Now, nobody wants to think about losing a 3-year-old, that's for sure. But you just don't know. Something very, very innocent as bouncing on a trampoline with your cousins end up an ambulance drive to the hospital. The EMS was absolutely phenomenal. They calmed the situation down. They made the mother and father feel very comfortable. And at the end of the day, everything worked out wonderfully. He's back to his normal self today. He's fine. Just so scary. We take for granted our lives. We take for granted our children. We take for granted that they'll always be there. It was a very scary thing for my family. I'm happy, so happy that everything worked out. Don't take advantage of your family. You never know when the last day is going to be.